Well, I tried to time this so that you guys would not hear the coffee machine, but I think the coffee machine was sucking up water. It was sucking up water before you guys got on, and there's coffee on my phone. My espresso machine is like one of my favorite things, and I don't know, it gets louder. It gets louder. So it's Thursday, and honestly, there are some days when it's just easier to go live than to try to type things up. And one of the hard things, turn this light out, one of the hard things about going live is that you never know, you never know who's showing up, right? But for me, and you can see I've got the bedhead thing going on, one of the hard things about going live is that you feel this pressure to do your hair, your makeup, that kind of get dressed. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of at that point with you guys especially. I'm like, I'm going to go on, talk to my friends. There's Lynette. Hey, Elaine. And I'm just not gonna worry with it. Now, I am in my pajamas. I always put on a bra. I can't do that. I just I'm too old for school or something for that. I don't know, maybe just too old too. But anyway, and I don't even have out, hey Miriam, how are you? I don't even have out my my tripod or anything. But hey Lance. But I have to just tell you guys kind of what's going on. So over a year ago, it was August of 2021. I had to stop and think, what year is it? So it was August of 2021 when I started the cooking community. And guys, I just had this vision okay, I've always believed that if people can figure out the food, there's my pumpkin I still haven't done anything with. If people can figure out the food, they can be successful in changing the way they eat. And I think one of our biggest challenges is because when we're eating kind of a standard American diet, it is so typical to have, fast food. It's typical to have real convenient products. And we look for that with keto. I mean, people are constantly, is this cracker okay? Is this cake mix okay? Because that's what we're used to. That's what our lifestyle fits. So I've always been this big proponent of, let me show you how to make a simple meal, or let me show you what to buy at the grocery store. You can do this and you can make it easy, and you don't have to drive yourself berserk figuring this out, right? Simple. So last August, I decided I would start this cooking community. We cooked together, and I wanted this cooking community too because it was a different platform, not Facebook. And let's just be real honest. I mean, as much as I hang out on Facebook, and that's where you guys are, it is hard sometimes because you've got, I don't know, in the past few years, it's been the worst because you have people arguing, people questioning, you have people who will jump on your lives because they want to put in, their affiliate links or promote themselves or whatever, and you've got the people who want I don't know, Nairobi princess who are lonely. But and then even in the Facebook group, you've got people, who still want to argue over counting net carbs versus total carbs. And I'm kind of over that. I'm like, count what you want to. If you're being successful and you're seeing better health markers, whatever, do what is going to work for you and your lifestyle. The best diet is when you can follow. But I started the cooking community, and it has been such a blessing. We've had, and it's a membership, people come and go, that's normal, but we've had a couple thousand people since the beginning. And that is just amazing to me. And I get the nicest emails from folks. I get nice comments from people this is so helpful. And we do live cooking sessions, usually about once a week. We do weekends. And I try to post extra stuff. I've been posting my meals for them so they get an idea of higher protein. I kind of give them in the loop of what's going on. And so it's been great. But I can create recipes. I love being in the kitchen. I can help people with the shopping thing. I can help them troubleshoot. But here is my Achilles heel. It's the darn technology. The darn technology. So 2 members who, and they're wonderful. I love them. They were not being critical at all, but they're like, Kristie, your videos, because we do the live sessions and we record them. So, you know, people are working or traveling or whatever, they can go back and watch the video for a particular recipe or for something that we've done. And so they said, Kristie, your videos are showing up at 360. Like, who does 360? Like, this is 2022. You should be in HD. And I'm like, yeah, I don't look good in HD. But anyway, I'm like, okay, I can figure this out. All right, y'all, it's about to undo me. I have been 2 months now, 2 months, trying to figure out how to improve the video quality. Yeah. I have purchased equipment. Look at this. I'm going to show you something. If I can turn my camera around. So I'm set up for today. I have a live session. So there's a camera, right? Pointing down. There's my propane burner because I was unhappy with the thing. So I purchased that because that is easier to cook with. That's the monitor. That's another cam up there. And that's what I watch to make sure everything's going smoothly and to check people's comments and questions when we're live. Then I've got the MacBook set up. And then I'll have another, I'll put this phone on. I'll be using that. I've got this switcheroo so I can change cameras so people can see things up close. And of course, this is all connected by Ethernet, which runs over there so that I have a good internet connection. So I've got all this garbage set up, right? And David has helped me. It's been a journey. So I got everything set up and did this, I don't know, 3 or 4 times ago. I didn't hit the darn record button. Okay, fine. So, and I'm still recording in Zoom. I hit that, but I have to hit 2 record buttons. I didn't hit the darn record button. Okay, fine. So next time I set it up, figured it out, purchased something called Ecamm. And I don't know, it's like $20 a month or something. And I just found out I've got to upgrade to a higher version. So I don't know how much that's going to cost, but whatever, fine. And then I was doing it. Then the next time I did it, I didn't realize that I had to put the audio on Ecamm. So we had this beautiful higher definition video. Well, beautiful of my kitchen, not me. But anyway, but no audio. So this past Sunday, I did a live. We made the yummiest enchiladas. Now, I'm going to stand by those enchiladas. Making homemade enchilada sauce and homemade enchiladas is like the best thing ever. It's amazingly delicious. David set everything up for me. We finished the live session. I decided I'd go in, try to edit it, which, you know, I'm a PhD in educational research and an undergrad in English writing. I ain't know nothing about editing, nothing. But I went in to look at it, and what was the problem? Oh, it was there. It was there. And I edited it, and I thought, I am doing this. You know, I'm good. Got it uploaded. Sent an email out to my membership and my cooking community and said, y'all check out that enchilada video. We got, you know, higher definition. It's all good. So yesterday I get an email notification. I'm like, what's going on? And it's somebody who says, Kristie, I really hate to tell you this, but it's still at a lower resolution. So I go online and I look, and sure enough, it's at a lower resolution. So I go into a Facebook group of other people who do like what I do. There have been great support people there. And I say, y'all, because I've been in that group before saying, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And they're like, oh, get Ecamm, it'll be fine. Use this camera, it'll be fine. I'm like, I got an ATN Mini, it'll be fine. So they, you know, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. So I go in there and I'm like, y'all, this is about to be the end of me. I cannot figure this out. And now let's be clear. David has watched umpteen YouTube videos and read articles and everything else trying to figure this out. Like, seriously. So I get told last night, whatever, on this thing that you need to check your settings. I don't even know how to find the darn settings. So I went in, I actually watched a video on how to find the settings, and I went in, and my settings are all where they're supposed to be. Imagine that. And Judy said, your poor thing, hire a tech person. I have tried to hire a tech person. I've tried. I cannot find, I've tried. If you know a tech person, send them to me. Send them to me. But anyway, so, and then I find out that maybe I don't have the right HDMI cable. So maybe I need a different cable that can handle it. And maybe it's my bit rate, whatever the heck that is, or maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's my Ethernet connection, which I actually have, I showed you my Ethernet cable, and I know I have, we pay for a higher level of internet service to upload and download stuff because of what I do. But let me tell you something, and this is the truth this morning. It's a Thursday morning, and we have a live today, and I am struggling. With this, but he says I'm making her laugh. I'm glad you're getting some power from my pain. No, I really am. But here's the thing. In the past, I don't know, 2 weeks, I have, Wanda, it's over my head too. In the past 2 weeks, I have created like 9 recipes, and they're good, y'all. I mean, I have upgraded my cornbread recipe. I made a tamale pie. I made this butter pecan pie that will make you cry. It is so good. It is that good. I have had 6 or 7 people try it now. Every last one of them loved it. It's no bake. You can make it seriously. I have to time it, but because you have to make the crust and bake it. But I bet you can make this in 30 minutes or so. So easy. So I've done all this, right? I have been catching up on all the work I needed to do, being sick with COVID. I've had I've kicked butt in 2 weeks. But I'm going to tell you something. In spite of everything I have accomplished in the past 2 weeks, this doggone video stuff is just, I don't know what to do. It is making me feel dumb. It makes me feel stupid. It makes me feel helpless and hopeless. And and I started thinking about that. And when I talked about this video being it's the little things, it doesn't matter how well you do something or how good you feel about something. There's always that thing you didn't see coming, like maybe needing another HDMI cord. Oh, and guess what? We don't know if I need another HDMI cord. I just have to go find one, buy it, hook it up, and then see if it makes a difference. I don't know. It could be something else entirely. But that is, to me, isn't that kind of life? And you can even think of it in terms of being keto, right? I'm doing all the things, I'm counting the macros, I'm drinking my water, whatever, and then I'm not getting the results I want, right? Or people will say I'm not losing weight from my arms or waist or legs or what. For me, it was always legs and hips. So anyway, but yeah, so if I'm losing my mind, I am going to try this morning. So no lie, I was up at 4:30. I was listening to more, this is when I look like this, I reckon. I was up at 4:30 listening to more YouTube videos, trying to figure out how to work, if I've got everything set up correctly. Fell asleep watching one, and dreamed that I got carjacked. I was at the grocery store and got carjacked. So yeah, that's how bad this has bothered me. It's true. I was watching a video on Ecamm, on Ecamm settings, fell asleep, and then woke up in a panic, my heart racing, because in my dream, I had gone to the grocery store, and as soon as I got out of the car, I was carjacked. That's how bad this is. So anyway, I don't have any friends in the TV industry, Elaine, and sometimes it's so over my head and under their head. And, so Jonathan's going to be home this weekend. But I don't think he knows anything about this. So yeah, I thought about that. I'm do I have a young person? So, and then you have people who I'm using the MacBook and I can use a different laptop if I need to. I even thought about that. I'm like, I'll just go buy another darn laptop. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. And it's probably something that maybe I should call my brother. He may know what to do with it. I have to call him. He does editing. I may have to call him. I need to call him anyway. But yeah, so maybe I'll give him a call. So, but anyway, last thing I'll say about the cooking community, we do have some amazing recipes coming up for the holidays. I'm not trying to sell you guys on it at all, but I do want to tell you the holidays can be hard. Talk about the little things that you don't see coming. There's the nostalgia surrounding food. There's the social aspects surrounding food. And so one of the reasons I've been working long, long hours is to make sure that you guys have really, really good options for the holidays to help you stay on plan. And so if that's important to you, and you know, it's interesting. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I'm doing a podcast coming up, and Lane said, see what it does to help you talk in your friends? It does. But I did a podcast and I said, you know, what's hard about this time of year? It's like, so Halloween this weekend, right? Oh my gosh. So there's food, there's candy, there's so many temptations around that. So, and a lot of, I'm not kidding y'all, I've been doing this. This will be our 10th year doing keto holidays. But a lot of times what happens is that people will have a rough weekend. I know Vicky's like, you need to be a Food Network star. I need people. Just do this. You just handle this, right? Right, Vicky? I need people. But anyway, so, but people, the weekend will come, and I'll tell you, for me, I do okay. This was before keto when I was dieting. I do okay like on Halloween when everybody was around. But like, so Halloween is on a Monday. By Tuesday, the Halloween candy will be marked down. It will like be seriously marked down. And that was always like, oh, it's marked down, you know, my 50% off for Snickers bar. And that was always a hard thing for me. I know that sounds ridiculous. It isn't so much anymore, but I also just had to make myself like, no, wait, don't go to the store until like 3 days after Halloween when things are on sale. But so not only do we have like Halloween, people get off plan and then they think like, oh, Thanksgiving's coming up in a few weeks, I may as well just wait. And then Christmas comes up, and so or Christmas parties. And so as soon as we get through with Thanksgiving, you know, already I would be surprised if like what peppermint mocha stuff isn't already out at Starbucks or something. But it's just this wave from Halloween until New Year's. And then New Year's, all of a sudden you're going to like flip the calendar and life is going to be different, right? And that's not exactly how it happens because you feel crappy from being off. So anyway, so my goal for our cooking community for the next 2.5 months is to help people through that with, okay, let's give you some healthy options that you're going to enjoy and that your family's going to enjoy for the holidays, and that your friends, that you're going to be proud to serve your friends, right? So let's give you some good options. But the other thing that I know, and you raise your hand, you can give me an emoji or heart or whatever. I see people sending me emojis. This is me. I would work like so hard to get the food ready, right? And this is a true story. I'd be working, you know, for Thanksgiving, you usually start like the weekend ahead, right? Trying to make some of your desserts, putting some things in the freezer, that kind of thing. And I'd be John Brown. I'm cooking Tuesday, Wednesday, big meal on Thursday. And by Wednesday, like for dinner, David and the kids are looking at me like, hey, Mom, what's for dinner? Like, what are we going to eat? Because like the fridge is like overflowing with food. If it's cold, I mean, I've even used like the porch or the garage, right, to keep things cold. Things that didn't necessarily have to be refrigerated, but needed to be cold. They're like, May, Mom, what are we going to eat? And so you've cooked all this food that can't be consumed until like the actual day. And so then that's the other balance. So not only have I been trying to give people some recipes that they can enjoy for the holidays, but also giving them some everyday kinds of recipes, because you know what? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to happen regardless of Thanksgiving or holiday. So it's a really delicate balance. It's all about, okay, how do we do our day-to-day required stuff? And then how do we manage this big extra load of the holiday? And then on top of that, and that's assuming that, everything in your family's on an even playing field. And it isn't. There's the added cost. Inflation has been terrible with food. Food costs are terrible right now. And so some families are struggling with, we've got the extra expense of the food for this holiday. You've got people who are struggling with the extra expense of traveling. You've got sometimes family dynamics that don't make it easy. So there's just added stress. There's this added stress of, I want everybody to be happy. I want to make everybody's favorite food. I want to, and especially, and dads get pressure too. Let's be clear. But I think sometimes, especially in us moms, we take that responsibility for everyone's happiness, right? And so, so it's stressful. So my goal for you guys, for all of you, not just my cooking community folks, is to make sure that we have good options, that we have food that we can eat in the moment when things are bizarrely busy, right? Is that a word? Bizarrely busy? I don't know. Anyway, and that we can get through it, giving ourselves a little bit of grace, right? A little G, not that big G grace, but a little bit of grace, because at the end of the day, most of the time we're just doing the best we can. So if you're in my cooking community, if you'll give me a little more grace, little G grace on this video quality, your girl is working on it. She's working hard on it. In the meantime, I have for you some butter pecan pie. I have for you tamale pie. I have for you a cheddar chowder that is unbelievably good. I have made a first pass at trying to make some chicken and dumplings for you. I have a raw apple cake. Oh my gosh, it reminds me so much of my grandmother's. It's delicious. The raw apple cake is coming at you. What else? I've revised the cornbread recipe. I'll put that out there for everybody. The butter pecan pie is so good. I'm putting that out there for everybody too. And Natalie says you can always bribe us with your recipes. I've got a Thanksgiving planner. I may finish that this weekend. I hope so. A Thanksgiving planner to help you guys get ready for the holidays so that you can feel in control at least. And I know I do my planner sometimes too, and then I don't always follow through with everything that's on there, but I feel better doing it. In the planner, I'm actually giving you blank pages, but I'm giving you the examples of what I'm doing. Like I'm going to, 3 weeks out, I'll do XYZ, and 2 weeks out, I'll do ABC. Losing sound? That's weird. Sorry about that. See, it's the technology that I don't see coming. But anyway, if you guys will give me a little bit of grace, I'm still working on that. The last thing I'm going to tell you about, and I'll try to do lives more frequently. It's just hard. It's hard because somebody's going to tell me I shouldn't have gone live because I look like crap and don't have on makeup. But anyway, the other thing I'll tell you, I am working on another book. In my spare time. I actually need to get through the holidays before I do a whole lot more on it. But, and I'm still working with a publisher. They may get me for saying this, but thank you, Linda. Thank you, Tracy. People are saying that their audio is fine, so I'm not sure. But anyway, this next book may be a bit of a plot twist because I think we're going to call it something like When Keto Fails. Wow, When Keto Fails. How about that? So anyway, we'll talk more about that as I move closer to getting that finished. But the whole idea of the book is giving you guys a lot of options on how to customize recipes. So people are excited about the butter pecan pie. It is so good. Now let me tell. This is important. Let me tell you about this. So. The thing, I have first world problems, so the butter pecan pie, it is like but I thought I like put it on Do Not Disturb. Oh, I did, but he's special. I got to get off second. He's in New York. I got to talk to him. But real quick, you need a 7-inch push pan. 7-inch push pan for the butter pecan. You can make it in an 8-inch deep dish. A 9, maybe stretching it a little bit, but ideally, and I'll give you guys a link. Ideally, you want a 7-inch push pan. Get that ordered so that you can make this weekend. I'm telling you, get on it. I'll post about it. I'll give you a link. All right, take care, y'all. Catch up with my husband who's out of town. See you later. Bye.